Hello everybody and welcome to episode 8 of Star Wars The Old Republic. I am Vid95 and we're back in Javiar's Cantina. We are going to turn in the bounty that we can collect on Selven. Gurney? No, I don't want to do that one. I've got a bounty I want to collect on. Thanks. And that's everything. So, 300 credits, 105 experience points, and another quest down. So now, where we want to go. Remember last time? Hang on, I just see how. Yeah, if you remember last time, then we were. Sorry, moving my microphone. We tried to go down to the Undercity, but it turns out we couldn't because we needed some kind of papers. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and get said papers. Now we can get them from the Hidden Beks. So that's where we're going to go right now. Okay. Okay, now a little fun fact. I think what we should do is you should put the Sith armor on Karth right now. Further, you'll find out why.
Sorry, but your kind aren't welcome in here. The Hidden Beks don't care much.
Oh, sorry, hang on.
Yeah, you...
Can't put that on just yet, so let's just give him nothing for now.
Sure. Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the Hidden Bek base. How do I know you're not a Vulcan spy sent to kill Gadon Thek?
I need Gadon's help. I was told to speak to him.
A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beks open door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcan gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now.
Maybe a bribe could get me in.
My loyalty's not for sale. I've been with the Hidden Beks for years, and I'm not going to desert Gadon now just because everyone is turning against him.
Maybe I could be an ally against all those enemies then.
Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulcans or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zedra watching his back.
So you're gonna let me in?
Go in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Beks are watching you.
Okay, so we go in, open the door, and let's go in to the Hidden Beks. Now this is where we're going to get the security papers to let us into the Undercity. And getting into Undercity is important because a lot of stuff happens. So right now I'm going to put the Sith armor on Karth. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. Okay, I'm not going to bother with it now. What you can do, if you want to keep the Sith armor, then what you do is but you open the door and then before you walk in, you put the Sith armor on Karth. Because we're going to have to trade the Sith armor for pass papers. What we're going to do. So if you want to keep the Sith armor for whatever reason, I was going to keep it to sell it. You need to exploit that glitch of having the armor on Karth before you walk in, and then you'll keep a copy of the Sith armor. So I see the Hidden Bek base. Let's look around for a bit. Gadon is all the way over there, but I want to go look about for a bit. Hopefully I don't cause a fight or something. Pretty standard door. I know that if you... That's the security door, so if we unlock that, we'll start fighting with the Hidden Beks, and I don't want to do that, obviously. Let's not do that, shall we? That would not end very well for us. Although we would get a lot of experience if we did that. So lots of Hidden Beks are around here. Control room, can't go in there. So we can go in the standard door though. Is there something? I can open this plastic cylinder. And oh, a frag grenade now, a concussion grenade. That's awesome. Concussion grenades knock people out as far as I'm aware. That's what they do. On our security door. Right, so let's go and talk to Gadon now. Or maybe we can open that door all the way over there. Or is that a container that we can open?
Hold it right there. Who are you? And what is your business with Gadon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gadon. Brejik and his Vulkars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulkars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gadon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulkar spy.
Okay, message is loud and clear. Is this a container? No, it's not a container. So that's Zedra and that's Gadon. That is a secure door that we can't access. So let's talk to Zedra first if we can.
You can speak to Gadon if you want.
No. Okay, so let's talk to Gadon.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. And the problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you?
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff. Let's start with asking him some general questions.
I don't see any harm in that. What did you want to know?
Okay, let's start from bottom up. Is there any way off this planet?
Not while the Sith quarantine is in place. Even the fastest smuggler ships can't break the blockade of the fleet surrounding the planet without the proper launch codes. Any ship leaving the Terrace atmosphere without the proper codes would be instantly disintegrated by blaster cannons, fired by the Sith fleet's automated targeting systems.
Okay, something else then. Why are Brejik and the Vulkars at war with you?
When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, everyone assumed I would step down as leader of the Hidden Beks and let Brejik, my most trusted follower, take over. But with my ocular implants, I can still see well enough to lead this gang. And I knew Brejik wasn't ready to take over yet. Unfortunately, Brejik didn't agree with me. In a rage, he left to join our arch-rivals, the Black Vulkars. A lot of the younger gang members followed him, and soon he and his followers had taken control of the Vulkar gang.
But why start a gang war with the Beks?
Brejik is a proud man. My decision was a public humiliation for him. Maybe if I had stepped down, this gang war could have been avoided.
Don't fool yourself, Gadon. Brejik wants to control the lower city gangs. If you'd stepped down, he'd have led the Beks against the Vulkars. He wanted this war, one way or another.
I know you're right, Zerdra. Brejik won't rest until I am dead and the Beks are no more. But it's hard to accept the truth of his betrayal.
Okay, something
I don't
else.
see any harm in...
Getting some backstory here. I need some information on those Republic. I'm going to leave that to last. Well, let's ask about his eyes, actually. Is there something wrong with your eyes?
Very tactful. Are you itching for a fight or something?
How dare you? I should kill you where you stand.
Calm down, Zerdra. I'm not ashamed of what I've become. As you can see, I lost my eyes in a swoop racing crash. I rely on these artificial replacements to see now. But my blindness was not the worst consequence of my accident. My affliction was what eventually led to this war between my Beks and the Vulkars.
What do you mean?
When I lost
Well, we've seen all that.
In a rage.
Sounds like Brejik is acting like a spoiled brat.
Brejik is a
And it's all the same thing. Okay, so now we can ask some of the main... let's ask first about the Sith. You were said you were having problems with the Sith.
A foreign army invades Terrace, declares martial law, and locks down all travel to and from the planet? You damn well bet I have a problem with that. If the Sith ever moved in down here, all the swoop gangs would unite against them. We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous.
Don't fool yourself. The Sith would never commit to that kind of operation. They'd probably do something much more grand and deadly.
But so far, the Sith have stayed out of the lower city, and our strength is wasted on this stupid gang war. I tried to explain this to Brejik, but he and his Vulkars won't listen.
Okay, I need information on those Republic escape pods that crashed in the Undercity.
The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gadon. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
Don't worry, I'm not working for the Sith.
I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Beks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner.
I have to get in there and rescue her. That's Bastila. We need to. That's the whole reason why we're here. We need to go and get her. Let's do it. Let's kick some Vulkar ass.
Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila's just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her.
Swoop race? What does that have to do with it?
I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race.
Gadon, can you help me with this?
I might be able to help you with this. If you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose.
How do I know I can trust you?
You really don't have any other choice. Not if you want to get Bastila back. You should at least listen to what I have to say. The swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hidden Beks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back.
How am I supposed to get inside the Vulkar base?
Getting into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Vale.
Mission? Gadon, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the Undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her.
Where can I find Mission?
She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator.
I've got some Sith uniforms to disguise myself.
A simple disguise might have worked on the upper city guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past it. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway.
What do you want with the Sith uniforms?
I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of the Undercity. Sith disguises might give my people the edge we need in a crucial battle.
Okay, I'll trade the uniforms from the papers.
Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I want to ask you some questions.
Your time would probably...
Right, okay. Oh, I think that's it. Let's go.
I suggest you heard this.
So, journal entry added. Gadon Thek, leader of the Hidden Beks swoop gang, will help you get Bastila back if you recover a prototype swoop accelerator stolen by the rival Black Vulkars. He suggests you look for Mission Vale in the Undercity or the sewers to help you get in. So now that we have the security papers, we can come and go from the lower city and to the Undercity freely, because the security papers are pretty much worth. They're pretty much the highest level of clearance, pretty much. So we can now gain access to the lower city and Undercity. So we want to head to, that's where we're heading. We're going to head to the Undercity now, which is a lot of stuff to do, and one of my least favourite parts of the game is the Undercity. I hate the Undercity. It's so, it's quite difficult. The Undercity is quite difficult. So we've got to go there. That's where we're going to have to go there eventually. There is some stuff we can do though. There's a bunch of stuff we can do though, so it's not going to be all bad. And there's a merchant down there as well, so I can go down and I can sell some stuff and get some credits. Just got to do this long, annoying walk all the way to the Undercity. I gave Karth armor, right? Yeah, I did. He's good. Let's go. And if you haven't guessed, then Mission and Zalbar are kind of important people. Possible party members, maybe, potentially. So let's talk to this jackass now that we've got papers.
Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed into the Undercity. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came.
I've got my security papers right here.
Let me see. Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, you can go down if you want. Can't say I envy you, though. The Undercity is crawling with mutants. Rackhools, they call them. If you see anything moving down there, shoot first and ask questions later.
Okay, so we're going to be introduced to Rackhools now when we go down here, which is one of the... They're quite tough, actually. They're pretty tough, I'm not going to lie. Especially at the early stage of this game, where we're not really leveled up, you've not really got that much stuff and much skills and stuff. So they can be a bit of a pain. But they're not too difficult.
You there, Upworlder! Anyone using this elevator has to pay the toll.
Yeah, this is our elevator. If you use it, you gotta give us something.
I don't believe this planet. Even the beggars are trying to shake us down.
5 credits. That's what it costs to use our elevator. 5 credits.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna give them the money. I'm gonna give them 5 credits.
Credits, my brother. We have credits. Now we can buy food and medicine. Hush, or the others will hear us. They'll want our credits. We have to hide them.
Go on, you two. Get out of here. I'm sorry about that. Those 2 beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We aren't all like that, you know. Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
My name's Martin Bell. Who are you?
My name is Shalina. You're from the Upworld, aren't you? I've never seen it. I was born here in the Undercity. Is it as nice as they say up there?
This surface is a beautiful place.
I've never been to the surface, but sometimes I think I can see it in my dreams. The sun, the sky, the stars. It all sounds so wonderful. Gendar, the leader of our village, tells me I should spend more time trying to improve things down here and less time dreaming about something I can never have. Maybe he's right. You probably think I'm a fool, having dreams of a place I've never even seen. But when I was little, Rukil used to tell me stories of what it was like up there.
Rukil? Who's that?
Rukil's the oldest man in the village. The kids call him Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. He used to tell me the greatest stories when I was a little girl. I still like to listen to his tales about the Promised Land, even though I know they're just legends, but it helps to make the Undercity seem less dark somehow.
The Promised Land? What's that?
It's just a story to make little children smile. Rukil believes in it, though. Sometimes I can almost believe it myself, but then I look around and see the ugly truth. I guess we have to make the best of what we have, though. If you really want to learn more about the Promised Land, you should speak to Rukil.
Where can I find Rukil?
He's wandering around somewhere on the south side of the village. He doesn't move too far. He's hard on his bones. He's over 100 years old. The children laugh at him, and people think he's crazy because of his stories about the Promised Land, but he's really just a kind old man.
Okay, where can I find Gendar?
He'll be somewhere in the village. I couldn't say where for sure. He's always busy doing whatever he can to make the lives of the other villagers easier.
Have any other Upworlders come through here recently?
There were quite a few people from the surface marching through the village, but none of them bothered to talk to me. Gendar might know more about them.
Okay. Do you know anything about the escape pods that crashed into the Undercity?
I don't know anything about that, but maybe Gendar could help you. So
Okay, you're useless, apart from stuff. Tell me about this village. Maybe you can help me with that.
well, I was born here for starters. My parents were outcasts, banished to the Undercity for some crime or other. They never really liked to talk about it. Everyone here is an outcast, or the descendants of one. It's tough down here, but we survive. I guess it's easier for me since I've never known anything different. Some of the people have given up all hope. They've become bitter and depressed, but most of us are good people, despite what our ancestors may have done. Gendar could probably tell you.
Okay, I get it. I will go and I will talk to these two people.
Okay. Well, if you ever need anything, or if you just feel like talking, come back and see me. I hardly ever get a chance to speak to someone from the Upworld.
Okay, I lost 5 credits. So this is the actual planet of Taris. Like, this is the actual ground level of it. Everything we were in before is kind of like just the upper level of it. So this is like, so let's explore this village. I'm sure there's stuff we can find, loot to have. I am sure there's something somewhere, hopefully. I'm gonna look like a fool if there's actually not. I can't quite remember. It's been a long time since I've actually been here to Undercity.
Hey, you ain't from the village. You're from the Upworld, ain't you? Yes. You've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
My name's Saigir. I run a little salvage shop here. You want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals.
Okay. How do you manage to run a store here in the Undercity?
If a villager comes across any useful salvage in the Undercity, they bring it to me. Every so often, members from the lower city gangs come down to trade for the salvage. They'll exchange food and medicine for engine parts, old blasters and the like. Sometimes they even give me credits if I have some really good stuff.
I want to ask you some questions.
Oh, you better ask Gendar. He's the spokesman for the village. I just run the store. I don't want to make him mad by answering any questions. Gendar already doesn't like me.
Why doesn't Gadon like you?
Gendar seems to think I should share the profits of my store with the whole village. He figures we're all in this together, so it should be share and share alike. But I'm the one who runs the store. I'm the one who makes the deals. The others just bring me salvage to trade with the Upworlders. Why should they get anything?
Because without the others you wouldn't have anything to trade? That's a pretty selfish attitude.
Hey, you don't know what it's like down here. I have to claw and scrape to survive. Nobody else will look out for me. Gendar doesn't agree with my philosophy. He caught me hoarding supplies a while back. I figured I'd wait until food was scarce and then I could offer it to people who'd follow me instead of Gendar. Then I'd be the leader. Gendar made me share my hoard. Ever since then, he hasn't trusted me. He keeps me around because of my store, though. Without it, this village wouldn't stand a chance.
So, you're a dick. Let me see your inventory though. I want to see what I can sell you first and foremost. I'm going to sell this advanced repair kit. No, I'll keep it. I'll sell a couple of repair kits. I'm going to sell this. Maybe Mission could use that. Actually, no. She can use the Republic mod armor. Oh, spoiler! Mission's going to be a party member. Sell the combat suit. I'm going to sell the military suit as well. I'm going to sell these shock sticks. I'm going to sell a blaster pistol. I'm going to sell 2 blaster pistols. I'm going to keep this concussion grenade, keep this frag grenade, sell the sim, keep the energy. Yep, and then that's me. I'm almost at 1,000 credits, which is quite good. So what do I got? Okay, I'm going to want a couple of antidotes. I'm going to want that. Oh, Chinese battle armor. Oh, I want so bad. Defense bonus 7, dexterity bonus 3. Provides solid defense that costs some flexibility. Let's still want to try and port and therefore we'll quick. Come on. I want that. It's a long sword, quarterstaff. Usually just a smell. Yeah, 90. Oh, an arcane heavy pistol. Ooh. +1 to attack. Designs of the camper. 2000. They're still superior performers. Oh, I could use a couple of frag grenades. I'm going kind of low on them. Retinal Conning. And immunity to critical hits. That's quite. General awareness will improve as well. Stims. Bazak card. Vibration cell. A couple of Bazak cards. So I'll buy these Bazak cards for later on. And that's me. So I'm going to end this episode here, or should I? Should I make this a kind of longer episode? I don't know, should I? No, I'll end this episode. Let's see if we can talk to Karth. Nope.
You got it.
Right, so I'm going to end this episode here, guys. Thanks very much for watching this episode, and join me next time, where we continue to explore the Undercity, talk to people, and find some stuff. So I'll see you then.